Tonight on the Endless Riff Battles, we got a special show for you. We got 3 jammers playing 3 matches, but you won't just be voting on your favorite jammer, you'll also be voting on challenges along the way. Make him turn off quantize or double the BPM. The choice is yours. Let's go to the studio. That's right, welcome to episode 4 of the Endless Riff Battles. We've got an amazing show for you tonight with an amazing lineup, and I say that every time, but it's also true every single time. I think we should not lose any time, actually, and I'm quickly gonna introduce you to the riff that we're gonna start on tonight, and then I'll introduce to you the first 2 jammers. Let us see who is in chat. Theo says Echo is full of surprises. Yep, I'll try to incorporate some of the outside world because we all get to see so little of it nowadays. But yeah, let's just take a look at the actual riff that we'll be working on tonight. And this is what it sounds like. This is something from the jam that we stopped on, or the last final battle jam from last week. So it has some DNA in it from pOdoBOY and Red Sky Lullaby. So let's quickly flip through it a little bit, shall we? So we get some pOdoBOY vocals here. A little bit of Wavera. Get some high-pitched 84 from the new Red Sky Lullaby pack. Some actual live bass, also pOdoBOY's. Added some new drums, and a little bit of like noisy melodica, gated melodica, and some more noisy stuff over here. Well, that's gonna be the problem of the first 2 people jamming tonight. And who am I actually talking about? Well, I'm talking about, of course, pOdoBOY and Grandpa Patches. Both sitting, as far as I know, in Nashville, Tennessee. And yeah, we got pOdoBOY on the left, who is getting ready in his huge-ass battle station. Really taking us for a spin today with all the gear that he has. I'm being told that he's got a Behringer Model D, a Boog, a Roland, a Korg, some Roland stuff, some Korg stuff, some more Behringer stuff, Vocalooper, drum mics. So, I'm excited to hear some of that. All routed through Ableton, some clip manipulation that we are about to hear, and all running through some weird daisy chain of audio interfaces. Do you have anything to say for your defense in that regard? I think, no, nothing to say in your defense, that's fine.
I'm not a cheater.
Alright, that's fine. Okay, and we also have, hang on, let me quickly pick something. We also have Grandpa Patches. Can you do that again? I didn't have you on the stream while you were banging away on those percussion instruments.
On those.
Can you give us another, nice. So we got Grandpa Patches over there, also with a bunch of external gear hooked up to Endless, Yamaha Montage 8, Moog Voyager, Minotaur, Kurzweil stuff, some Casio stuff, all running through a computer with Machina on it. So yeah, we got some crazy setups today. Like, this is a battle that I'll want to listen to. However, this battle has also some new features to it, something that I teased in the intro just outside a few minutes ago. There's gonna be 2 new elements in this jam, or in this battle mode. So first up, we still got 5 rounds. However, round number 3 and round number 4 are both gonna be different. In round number 3, both of them are gonna be able to jam at the same time. So there are no distinct turns where they alternate between each other. They are basically, they have to jam together. They actually have to cooperate. And then round 4 is kind of the same thing. However, while round 3 is happening, you in the audience get to vote on some challenges, which will go in effect in round 4. And this can range from stuff like turn quantize off to increasing or decreasing the BPM or limiting the sound palette. But we'll see what options you got once the jam is happening. We had some technical issues with our voting system earlier, so in case something doesn't really go smoothly, just be prepared that I will probably just pick the worst option for these guys, let's be real. That's true. But I think we will, right? Just be prepared for that in the audience to be able to vote. And yeah, but first of all, we need to figure out who's gonna start, and we always do that with 2 types of randomness. First, we're gonna see who's gonna call the coin. It's pOdoBOY. pOdoBOY, what is it gonna be? Heads or tails?
Tails.
I heard tails, then it's gonna be tails.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got Toyn Cost Cam.
Toyn Cost Cam.
And it's heads. Let me see
Trademark.
if it can actually focus. There we go. It's a little out of focus, but it's heads. So it's pOdoBOY's. No wait, who called the coin? Wasn't it pOdoBOY?
Grandpa.
Grandpa called, oh, but it was pOdoBOY's turn to call. Oh, well. In that case, double whammy, it's pOdoBOY's turn to start. Let's just go with that. You all know the rules don't matter and the points don't matter. Okay, I put 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. I'm gonna start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Picking some of those drums and gated wobbly voices. Already attacking this riff with some of his gear. Imagine each and every one of them has a different crazy preset already dialed up. Nice. No one tell anyone that I made this mistake that you're witnessing in about a few seconds. And everything's fixed. There we go. You get us. Time is up. So it's I was about to say it's over to Nashville, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But you know whose time it is. Definitely gonna get a full pallet today. Quite chromatic very quickly in this jam. And we're getting some dancing. Time is up, so it's back over to pOdoBOY. Now with both of them using outboard gear, it definitely means that they won't have to rely on Endless's key setting. It also means they have to figure out the key that I want to play in. So far I've heard many additions to the riff, but they're not taking much out of it. How many more layers can this riff handle? There we go. Just as I said, taking stuff out, always a good idea. 10 more seconds till we move back to Grandpa Patches, who's been dancing his butt off in his pixelated PlayStation 1 world. Time is up. Back over to Nashville. I'm just gonna keep that. Back over to Nashville. To Grandpa Patches. Looks like that dancing earlier definitely has already netted him some points in the eyes of some of the audience members. pOdoBOY getting some percussion ready. And the riff's gone all pink. Voting is going to happen in chat. You'll just basically have to type 1, 2, or 3 for the options that are coming up in a minute or so. Or in 2 minutes actually. It's going to be another turn for pOdoBOY. Throwing a lot of stuff in there at the end of his turn. And now we're in the free jam round. So both of them can jam together as much as they want. No limitations. They should cooperate though. And here come the limitation options that you got. Or I'll just call them challenges. So you can pick a challenge for them that's going to go in effect in the next round, where they keep jamming together. Option number 1, no mic input or external gear. Number 2, set the time signature to 7/4. Or 3, increase BPM by 6 semitones. Oh yeah, you will need to, you need to actually put !vote and then the number you want. This is a different poll system. I knew something would go wrong. I'm very sorry. Just quickly get it in, !vote, space, and then the number that you want. Okay, the time for this round is up, but I'm gonna leave the poll up for a few more seconds because we had some technical issues. So, you two, pOdoBOY and Grandpa Patches, are gonna stay on standby while the votes are still coming in. It's a very close race. It is a very, very close race. But it looks like the challenge is set the time signature to 7/4. It's not visible on screen right now, so one of you, I will request you to do that, send in a new riff, and then we'll enter round number 4. you're good? Alright. You can now keep jamming for 1 minute and 30 seconds in 7/4. Have fun. We're gonna do this. What are they gonna do with this? There's already beat in there. And it's definitely not 7/4. Okay, next time around we know how the voting works. Sorry again for that, because we had some technical issues with our usual voting system. So I just quickly scrambled this one together. I suspect they will both kind of just add some random noise. That's what I would do. But don't tell them that. Well, it looks like we're getting some vocals from pOdoBOY. That's true. If you set it to 7, it would still keep alt loops in 4, but anything added on top of that, you kind of have to conform to that. Like they really managed this well. They might as well just stay on 7/4, but this round is over. So we're back into our last regular round again. 1 minute and 30 seconds for pOdoBOY. Here we go. I sense that he will quickly set us back to 4/4. Can't blame him, really. I would say this sounds really sweet and calm and serene if it wasn't for that screeching. pOdoBOY seems quite alright with it. Maybe even adding some more on top. But I can sense that Grandpa Patch is just getting ready to mash it up. Time is up, so it's back over to Grandpa Patches, the last turn of this battle. Looks like he's been auditioning his upcoming melody during pOdoBOY's turn there. And there we hear it. He's jamming so hard. The bitrate can't even keep up. Now moving from PlayStation 1 territory into YouTube 360p. It's the sound that matters. Feeling after this battle, I want to pop on Leaf House by Animal Collective again. Get some sung tongues. Time is up, and this concludes the battle number 1 of tonight, pOdoBOY versus Grandpa Patches. So let me put the poll on screen in a second. Oh, I think I need to close the previous one. Let me see. I need to put this one out of the settings. And here we go. Here's the vote. So you guys, you can keep going. You can keep on jamming a little bit while people are voting. Type !vote space and then a 1 or a 2. 1 for pOdoBOY, 2 for Grandpa Patches. This is really difficult. I think they both contributed a lot to this jam. They were both cooperating very well in those 2 open rounds, and they were both also managed the 7-4 really well. Got some vocals, got some percussion, got some dancing. And we're still getting good stuff. Yeah, this is a close race. Might even be our first draw. Race is still a little bit too close to call. Every time one of them nudges ahead, it evens out. 10 last seconds. Some nice bass. And very, very narrowly, this one goes to pOdoBOY with just 1 vote difference. Just 1. Amazing match, you two. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. You're on stream.
It's an honor to take down my brother from another mother. And I'll do it anytime.
Big round of applause.
Anything to say, man?
Yeah, Donnie, we all know that Donnie got votes just because he's so beautiful. So, like, that's all I'm saying. And he beats his dog. So we'll play
All right,
basketball.
I'm pulling the fader down. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break after this battle. And let me just switch back before they do some more shenanigans. Let me switch back to the studio. That was a great opening battle for tonight. I think the rules are now clear, and we all know how to vote. Sorry for that, again, for the confusion for earlier. We're now gonna go to a short intermission, not a commercial break. Short intermission, some cool videos of what the community's been doing with Endless, and then we'll see you for the next match. And I tell you, you do not want to miss that. Alright, and we're back in the studio. That was a video by Skate Invaders. The name popped up very early on in the video, but maybe it has skipped it. I don't know. Maybe I'll just make sure that it pops up a little bit more often during these short clips. But yeah, that was a very sick video. Hopefully we're gonna have them play a gig maybe at some point. No pressure, guys, if you're watching, but I do want to extend an invitation to them because I've been hearing some great stuff by the Skate Invaders. Now, before we go into the next match, let me first tell you who's gonna play. Well, we're gonna have pOdoBOY from the first battle, but we're also gonna have TARPINIan. And we have been sent, actually, we've been sent a video because apparently he comes prepared. We've been sent a video of his training, and his training regimen sounds really strict. I haven't actually seen it, but I've heard about it, and he's basically, since the first time he's been on the stream, he's been doing nothing but training for this one. So yeah, just let's have a quick look at what TARPINIan's training looked like. There we go. That was amazing. So you can all guess that we're gonna expect some crazy riffs from these fingers. And let me pull up the fader so we can hear the riff that we stopped on. And let us not waste any time. Let's see who's gonna call the coin. TARPINIan. There we go. TARPINIan's gonna call the coin. What is it gonna be, heads or tails? Heads. I guess that's just always easier to show on camera, which I totally understand. Who wants to show the other option? Well, let's go. And it is heads. So TARPINIan is actually gonna start us off in this battle. Let me turn toin camera off. The toin camera is off. We're gonna start with 1. I just need to quickly type that into our Atari console. And I've put 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. TARPINIan can do whatever he wants to this riff when he starts out. There's no more 7/4 restriction as we had earlier. And the jam starts in 3, 2, 1, go. First challenge is actually going to be finding a 1 in this. I'll just create a new one. So earlier I've been told that TARPINIan is gonna go pure endless today. He is gonna use the infinite sound packs and effects. Maybe we're gonna hear some mic input, but definitely no external gear. Which makes this and also the next one, the next battle, a very interesting one. Making use of the new Red Sky Lullaby sound pack. This sound, I don't quite recall its name. I think it's called Sine Square, kind of Cortado's bigger brother. A little bit older, was around in the arcades in the 80s. Time is up for TARPINIan, so it's back over to Nashville, Tennessee. We got an all-American lineup today. We're all sitting in the US. One of the reasons why we're playing a little bit later today, but actually that's something I wanted to ask the chat anyway. Is it okay if we start later? generally, like this. pOdoBOY has a lot longer travel times between his instruments, rather than just a few button presses on the screen that TARPINIAN has, and we all saw that he was practicing them very well. It looks like right now we're actually getting sounds from Endless instead of the external gear, showing us that he can do both. Sleigh bells! Sleigh bells are happening. Let's see if we can mash them in those last 25 seconds. Or did he decide to not go for sleigh bells, actually? Time is up for pOdoBOY. He's getting his last riff in real quickly, and it's back over to TARPINIAN. What do the shapes mean? Ludi is asking in chat. The shapes mean that those rounds are quite different from the other ones. Circle are the rounds that you know. Both of them take their turns after one another. Square means they jam together. Triangle means they jam together with the added challenge. And a quick look at my Endless app tells me they're actually still in 7/4. This should be mentioned. This beat gives you false confidence of a 4/4, but he's really making it work in 7/4. Arpeggios. pOdoBOY's getting ready to give some vocals in his next turn. These guys are ready to battle. Time is up for TARPINIAN. Back over to pOdoBOY for his turn before the big cooperative jam. Looks like we're getting some true vocals here. I see a pink layer. Oh no, this don't sound like 7/4. But believe me, it is. Definitely some pink layers in there, some vocal stuff added. It's a little bit low in the mix. Come on, pOdoBOY, push them up. If we didn't have this beat underneath, this would be quite ethereal. Very shimmery indeed. 10 more seconds before we move into the open round. 3, 2, 1. So now they can both jam together for 1 minute and 30 seconds, while you can decide what the challenge is going to be in the next round. So next round they're also going to jam together for 1 minute 30 seconds. But during that, one of these challenges will apply. You can now vote in chat, !vote, then a space, and 1 for quantize off, 2 for decrease BPM by 4 semitones, and 3 for red and blue layers only. Once again, 1 for quantize off, 2 for decreased BPM by 4 semitones, 3 for red and blue only. And we've basically moved back to 4/4 by now. By the way, if there's a draw between two options, I'm just gonna pick the worst one. And it's 2. Decreased BPM by 4 semitones is the option the audience has picked. So in a few seconds, the turn is over. 3, 2, 1. Okay, one of you will need to decrease the BPM by 4 semitones. 4 pushes of the minus button. And we got it, alright? And now we're gonna start with round number 4. You both are gonna keep jamming together, but this time a little bit slower. Now the thing is nothing... Oh yeah, the round has started. 130 seconds now. Nothing really stops them. No, actually, yes, everything stops them from pushing it up back. But no, we're gonna monitor it. They're gonna have to keep it to that BPM level now. At least until the 5th round. Decreasing the BPM, I mean, usually it doesn't cause too much trouble, but it does have, does mean you have to readjust a little. So now we're getting very, very different vibes. So after this round, it's gonna be back to TARPINIAN solo. Yes, they do have to stay on that BPM, at least until the 5th round, which is starting in 12 seconds. And the cooperative round is over, so it's back over to TARPINIAN for his last turn of the match. Giving us some more sine square. Riff is quite hot right now, but we're managing with our limiter. Ooh! Turning us up to 113 BPM. And now that we're safely back in 4/4, we can go nuts with the rhythm. What does it mean to reduce the BPM by semitones? Within Endless, you can adjust the BPM directly, or you can adjust it so you land on a key because it pitches everything down or pitches it up, depending on if you go slower or faster. So if you want to stay in key, you can adjust by semitones. TARPINIAN there, quickly getting in everything he can. Got the full power of Endless in his hands. 2, 1. Time is up. So back over to Nashville, Tennessee for pOdoBOY's last turn. I can tell you I'm very happy that I do not need to vote because I wouldn't know who to pick. Ooh. Now up to 119 BPM. just short of 120. A Smurf. Three, two, one, and you guys, you can go crazy now. First of all, big round of applause, what an amazing battle, but now the audience gets to vote. Same system as before, exclamation mark vote and then a space. Put 1 for pOdoBOY, 2 for TARPINIAN. pOdoBOY over there going crazy. Actually, let me get this out of their faces. It did end up on a pretty jam. Okay, votes are coming in way quicker this time around. I'm gonna close the vote after 1 minute. And it's going to TARPINIAN. This battle goes to TARPINIAN. Big round of applause. I had a feeling the training really paid off in this case. Big round of applause. What an amazing battle. What an amazing jam. This just sounds so great. So, let me switch back to studio for a second. Alright, that was our second battle of the day. We have one more. We got 3 battles today. Because this next one is going to be between Grandpa Patches and TARPINIAN. So TARPINIAN does not get a rest now. He will have to keep going. He will have to keep fighting it out in the battles. But first up, we got another intermission real quick. It's probably gonna keep going on the last Skate Invaders video. I just want to give that shout out once again because I'm pretty sure like the little badge is not gonna pop up this time around. So this video coming in, it's hot from off the heels. From Skate, it's from Skate Invaders, man. Think about it. It's from Skate Invaders. They made this video. Okay, so see you back in a few minutes. Now, before we go into the last match, we actually have some viewer mail to read. So let us get into some viewer mail. Now I just need to find the viewer mail, and there we go. Okay, so we got 2 letters this week, both kind of like questions around the jams, really. I was actually hoping for some more viewer mail that's gonna shit talk some of our jammers, and I don't know, don't want to cause any conflict or anything. But yeah, we got some viewer mail. So we got Sebastian Couch from Oxford saying, "Dear Matt, I would love to take part in a battle, but I'm afraid I'm not good enough or quick enough on my own. Will team battles be a thing in the future?" The question is, we are actually looking into team battles, and if all goes well, we might very, very soon see our first team battle, a 2-on-2 battle. That's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to that kind of stuff. And we actually got a second viewer mail. This one comes in from Charlotte Thorpe from Rosedale Abbey. "Hello, with the endless Rifff battles starting a bit later now, where can I watch the recordings afterwards? I need to be in bed by the time the second battle usually takes place." Well, don't worry, Charlotte. All of our streams, usually by the end of the weekend, are gonna land on YouTube. So on our YouTube channel, Endless FM, you can watch all of these battles in full. Sometimes I do a little bit of editing to shorten some of the parts, but usually you won't miss a second. That's the important part. So do subscribe to us on YouTube and follow the action over there if you can't watch it live for whatever reason. So let's move to our third battle of the evening. Grandpa Patches versus Tarpinian. Nashville, Tennessee versus Queens, New York. Now, we need to first figure out who's gonna call the time. It's Tarpinian again. Tarpinian, what's it gonna be? Heads or tails? Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, we got tails this time. He's going for it, all right. And he's lucky because it is tails. I kinda got a feeling like this training that Tarpinian did was actually some kind of remote telekinesis, which is kind of like a, I don't know. What am I saying? Okay, so, but it means that Tarpinian is actually gonna start. So let me type that in really quickly. Start with Tarpinian, that's the command that we type, and then the next command is gonna be start timer in 3, 2, 1, battle! Can he pull off another win? Endless alone versus a room full of external gear. 120 BPM. Starting out with his signature bass lines. Really laying out a solid start in this one. And giving us a lead, the bass and the lead, and drums. I love it when they fill up the whole riff in one round. Let that be proof that 1 minute and 30 seconds is definitely not too short. Like, don't get me wrong, 1 minute and 30 seconds, that's a lot of pressure. But definitely enough to make some grade A disco tunes. Time is up for Tarpinian. Back over to Grandpa Patches. He came in prepared. Jumping on the 80s train there. Might be a good idea to lift the blanket of the rest of the layers. Some slightly, I was about to say unquantized hi-hats, but probably synced through Machina. Ooh, way to shot beat drop in there. Advanced techniques here. Drop the drum layer, riff it, put it back in and riff again. They're not even jamming together yet in one round and they're already collaborating so well. Time is up for Grandpa Patches. Back over to TARPINIAN. Very glad we don't have host cam on while the battles are happening, because I'm just shimmying around in my seat. TARPINIAN tearing it down again, maybe taking us into a vastly different direction in the next 1 minute. All options are his. Endless is truly endless and infinite. The bass we're hearing right now sounds a bit like Swerve. Or maybe Swerve just sounds so good. That's true. The true battle here is Cape versus Bandana. Grandpa Patches getting some support from a fellow jammer. Time is up for TARPINIAN. Back over to Grandpa Patches. And after that, it's the joined round. Grandpa Patches there maxing out his bitrate. To get us some true percussion. Slightly unquantized beats. People are asking, when is the low pass breakdown coming? Well, maybe it's coming now because we're entering round 3, so both of them can jam together for 1 minute and 30 seconds. And while that is happening, you guys can vote on the challenge. So the challenges on the menu, let me quickly pull them up a little so you can actually see them. Time signature to 5/4. FX only, no new sounds, which means they can only use effects, they can only remix stuff, they cannot put new stuff in. Or yellow and blue only, so notes and bass only. Exclamation mark, vote, space, and then 1, 2, or 3 for these options. Sounds like I'm selling you option 2 very clearly, which was not my intention. It looks like people will want to see it. Okay, I think this is a clear winner, so I'm just gonna remove this from the screen so there's no obstruction there. And I'll let them know in a few seconds. Vote 2 is the clear winner. People want to see just effects. Which I've seen open for no effects once. They were definitely more in tune. And we're now entering round 4, which means from this moment on, for this round, for the next 1 minute and 30 seconds, they can only use effects. Keep your eyes on the green layers. Well, all white layers. Now, what could happen is one of them smooshes everything down into one layer, one big white blob. And then you're gonna have to use Lehman maneuvers to tear it apart again. Let the destruction commence. Okay, we've reached the stage where it's all down to one layer, because when new riffs come in, sometimes it takes a second to sync that layer. So far, I don't see any Lehman maneuvers, no green layers. If you want to battle, you gotta be truly versatile in these features of Endless, or just got your external kit. But as we just learned that if you rely on your external kit, you still need to be very proficient in Endless, which Grandpa Patches proves that he is. And the round is over, so it's back to Tarpinian, who can do as he pleases. So let's see what he can do with these 1 minute and 30 seconds, starting off from a very, very noisy layer. Looks like he's putting in some drums, but that's just a guess. And the guess is correct. Some people can read lips. I've learned how to recognize endless drumming when I see it. Learned from the best. Uncle Homunculus, praise be. If you want to learn about the Lehman maneuver, do check out the next level and the tutorials section on our Discord server. Once again, within just 1 minute, he's giving us bass, he's giving us drums, he's giving us a lead. So much is possible. Giving us some whistling. And time is up for Tarpinian. Last turn, last round, last match. Over to Grandpa Patches. Bass layer, and his cameraman is kind enough to show us what he's doing on his other synth there, which forgive me if I can't ID it from this Bit Crush video. Looks like a mess of chaos there. Moving back over. He's giving us a tour of his studio in this round. Last 10 seconds of the last match. Giving us everything. Time is up. Time is up. You both can keep jamming, and I'm gonna put the vote on screen. Cast your vote now. Let me put it on screen. There we go. Cast your vote now. 1 for Grandpa Patches, 2 for Tarpinian. Both of them amazing. They both managed that round with just effects so well. Very happy to see that round happening. Quite hard to decide. Very close race again. I will leave the vote on screen until we're at 1 minute and 30 seconds. Like there are no more votes coming in. Oh, I just saw another one in chat. However, I think we got it. The last battle of the evening goes to Tarpinian. 2 out of 2 for Tarpinian. What a great match. What a great evening. Thank you so much. Anything any of you want to add? Anything you want to say?
Really fun. I couldn't have imagined the way that's been introduced better. What great jams.
What a great jam
real
indeed.
music.
Wonderful. As Tim Exile said on the very first Endless Rift battles, music always wins, and I think I can only wholeheartedly agree. What a great jam, what a great battle. Thank you all again for joining us tonight on this first ever stream with 3 participants instead of 4, and also these new rule changes. Now there were little road bumps along the way, but I think we managed all of them, and I think we can say that we're gonna stick with this formula for a little bit, figure out what it is, and very soon we're gonna try out some tag team matches, which is also gonna be great. Yeah. Anything left to say? Well, we always welcome viewer mail. If you got any viewer mail, just send it to me, ecolox@endless.fm, or put it in Discord, just DM me or whatever. Also, join our Discord server, obviously. The link is down below the video player. If you haven't yet, join our Discord server. We got so many cool people on there who are going to help you out, learn more about Endless, learn more about those crazy advanced techniques, which some of them we've heard them, or how to actually get your whole studio in there. I mean, we saw pOdoBOY and Grandpa Patches both working with all the gear they got, and it all feeds into Endless so seamlessly. It's amazing. So, yeah, let's all reconvene next Friday with the next Rift battles. Very, very soon our Kickstarter is gonna happen, so stay tuned for that as well. But for tonight, I'm gonna sign off and say, see you in the jams. Hurrah, wow. Okay, I gotta try that again, because it really would suck if I ended the stream on this sentence. See you in the jams. Bye.